I had a question, but we run out of time. Listen, this is extraordinary, this documentary.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Morgan Freeman recently left the host of The View stunned with a statement that silenced the entire panel. Known for his powerful presence and insightful remarks, Freeman's unexpected comment caused a dramatic pause in the conversation, making headlines and sparking widespread discussion.
If there is one celebrity who has allegedly resisted conforming to Hollywood's so-called evil agenda,
Morgan Freeman, known for speaking out against Hollywood's purported evil agenda, created a stir on The View. He arrived on the show to talk about his new Netflix series, but the conversation took an unexpected turn. Sonny Hostin sought to divert attention away from Freeman's documentary about the 761st Tank Battalion, but Freeman refused. He called out the show's alleged plan to ridicule him, leading to an abrupt and tense end to the interview. But what happened next? Well, you ain't gonna believe it.
Austin's suggestion allegedly shocked the show's producers behind the scenes, causing them to become increasingly worried about what Morgan Freeman might say next.
Sonny's idea concerning Freeman's documentary surprised the show's producers, adding to their uneasiness. As Freeman attempted to rectify inaccurate information regarding the 761st Tank Battalion, World War II's 1st Black Armored Regiment, tensions grew behind the scenes. The producers grew increasingly uneasy, fearing that Freeman's candid remarks could upend the show's carefully crafted narrative. With The View known for its particular ideological stance, they definitely didn't want Freeman's unfiltered opinions shaking things up on live TV.
Aiming not just for engagement, but also for agreement. The producers were particularly concerned because Freeman, as a Black American, had the potential to challenge the show's stance, especially on issues related to Black history.
The producers of The View were visibly anxious during Morgan Freeman's brief appearance on the show. Now, Freeman, a legendary figure with a reputation for speaking his mind, was expected to address his latest Netflix series. However, the real concern behind the scenes was his potential to challenge the show's narrative. Known for his bold opinions, Freeman could have disrupted the show's usual viewpoints, particularly regarding sensitive topics like Black history. Freeman, who has publicly opposed the premise of Black History Month, stated that Black history should be included in American history all year, and posed a unique challenge to the show's objective. The producers were concerned that his frank words might reveal difficult truths that didn't match the show's storyline. With Freeman's reputation for unflinching honesty, they were wary of the interview veering into territory they weren't prepared to handle, resulting in the interview being cut short.
Freeman emphasized that Black people have been labeled with various titles throughout history, and he doesn't see the relevance of the term African American.
Freeman stunned viewers with his candid remarks on The View. He questioned the term African American, suggesting that it's too broad as it references a whole continent rather than a specific nation. Freeman aligned with Denzel Washington's pride in being Black, emphasized that while his race is an important part of him, it doesn't define his entire identity. This isn't Freeman's first critique of the term. Back in 2012, he told The Guardian that he favored Black for its simplicity and its beauty. In this conversation, Freeman also discussed his illustrious film career, which began amid the American Civil Rights Movement. He credited his achievement to a combination of guts, luck, and the change in social and political landscape of the United States. Freeman emphasized Sidney Poitier's pioneering role as the first Black actor to win an Academy Award, and opening doors for Black actors in Hollywood.
Listen, this is extraordinary, this documentary.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Now, fans were disappointed when Whoopi Goldberg abruptly ended Morgan Freeman's interview with the words, "I had a question, but we ran out of time." The celebrated actor, and noted for his forceful presence and intelligent commentary, was allowed only 6 minutes on The View, much to the dismay of longtime viewers. Social media quickly filled with outraged comments. One YouTube user lamented, "If anybody deserves 2 segments, it's Morgan Freeman," while another questioned, "How does this legend only get 6 minutes?" Freeman's departure seemed rushed, leaving fans yearning for more of his profound insights and engaging conversation. The abrupt cut left many scratching their heads and hoping for a return where Freeman can truly delve into his thoughts and experiences without the constraints of a truncated interview.
Black History Month you find
Ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month?
Morgan Freeman stirred the pot with his bold comments on Black History Month, questioning why such a vital part of American history is relegated to just 28 days. With his trademark clarity, Freeman asked, "Which month is White History Month?" When there was no response, he pushed further. "What about Jewish History Month?" His point? History should be celebrated year-round, not just to a single month. Now, Freeman argues that reducing Black history to a month reinforces racial divides, while he believes that Black history is simply American history. His call is for a shift from labeling and segregation to recognizing individuals for their achievements, regardless of race. By challenging the status quo, Freeman invites us to rethink how we commemorate and discuss our collective history.
Remember the old days when you could turn on network television and hear something that actually made sense? Look, we've got a month for everything. There's Gay Pride Month, there's Black History Month.
Remember when TV used to spark meaningful conversations? Well, today it feels like every cause gets its own month. Black History Month, Gay Pride Month, and more. Now, Morgan Freeman's remarks cut through this noise. He pointedly asked Mike Wallace if he wanted a Jewish History Month, making a powerful point. Wallace's immediate no revealed that these dedicated months might not tackle the deeper issues that we all face. Freeman believes that we should move beyond symbolic gestures and focus on real change. Reflecting on how America elected its first black president, Barack Obama, Freeman argues that we've made progress. His message? It's time to shift from symbolic acts to genuine efforts in addressing racial and social challenges.
I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it.
In that memorable interview, Morgan Freeman didn't get bogged down by race. He didn't see Mike Wallace as a white anchor, and Wallace didn't view Freeman as just a black actor. The real talk here is that these symbolic gestures, like dedicating months to various causes, have lost their impact. Only the most ardent wokesters seem to care about these symbolic measures. I mean, sure, there's a few neo-Nazis around, but they ain't got no actual power. The point is, we was on the edge of going past race, but now it appears that everything is being dragged back into racial discussions. Freeman's call to action is clear. We gotta keep pushing forward and not let these divisive narratives pull us back into old conflicts that ain't healed.
Some politicians around the country try to erase Black history. You're making sure people don't forget vital parts of our past.
Yeah.
The View is notorious for shaping its content around a specific ideological lens, always aiming for both viewer engagement and alignment with its stance. So when Freeman appeared on the show, the last thing the producers wanted was for him to rock the boat with views that might clash with their narrative. Freeman, being a prominent black figure, had the potential to challenge their established viewpoints, especially regarding black history. The producers went on edge, fearing that Freeman's candid perspective could expose uncomfortable truths that didn't fit their narrative. Which, if you ask me, I think that show ought to be renamed to Our Point of View as opposed to The View. But anyway, what are your thoughts on all this nonsense that The View pulled? Make sure y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next episode.